Hola, mis amigos, bienvenidos a la referencia de la película, aka
The movie reference,
the movie reference, and we're back
bitch.
another week. Here we go. It's sorta unique, and I'm staying on beat, and I got a feat, and I don't know.
You fucked up. He
I
used to be
can't
a
think
rapper,
of
everybody.
it. Um, I know. I should have wrote down. I should have wrote it down. It was freestyle off the top of the dome. If you found us, awesome. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, share. That would be awesome. You know, we're new, right? Right now, we're just trying to establish the podcast, establish our videos, our style. So it's nice to see likes and shares and all that stuff. You know, subscriptions. How you say it? And later on, it's going to be all about money. So right now, we just want to know what's your level of interest. Later on, it's all about the money. You know what I mean? Like,
Show me the money. This is gonna be a
show me.
Patreon only.
Exactly.
Nathan Lizette will have to pay for this.
Exactly. Everyone. Every single one of you. But for now, we just want to know if you actually like what we're doing. Um, Also, listen
Let
to
us
us.
know.
Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Anchor, and what else are we? Oh, Instagram at the movie reference. So there's all the preamble, all the stuff that you could go and find, and hopefully you guys are following and digging what we're doing. And it's gonna help us out, right? Like hearing your guys' opinion kind of helps us kind of figure out, okay, they didn't like that, they like this. You know what I mean? Kind of give us an idea. You know what I'm saying?
Well, good for them. We're still gonna do what we want to do.
Pretty much. I mean, we're not gonna listen. We're gonna ignore everything they say. Britt,
What's
that's
up?
Britt. This is I'm Mark. I didn't say that. This is episode
Yeah.
56. I forgot to say all that stuff, but here we
Y'all
are.
should know who we are by now.
If you
If
don't
you
know, now
don't
you know.
know me
Oh my
by
god.
now. I don't know what happened. I gotta tickle my throat.
Whoa.
Whoa. Sorry.
It's all good.
You probably need a quieter tone down the volume on that part.
No, I'm gonna let it play.
Okay, cool.
I want it to be like one of those sounds when they muffled the mic. So we've been watching some
So,
stuff, some new stuff
oh yeah,
actually.
let's get to the nitty gritty.
Oh, you're going straight into the meat?
I want to talk about something.
Okay, let's hear it.
First, I watched something that I still didn't finish, but I want to have a comment about it.
I would like. I think I know where you're going, and I would like to have a discussion about it.
I finally watched some of the movie Blonde. With Ana de Armas.
Yep.
Huh.
This movie's had a lot of controversy and a lot of people speaking out against it.
I mean, I watched half of it,
Mm-hmm.
and she's doing she's doing a great job portraying Marilyn Monroe.
Mm-hmm.
But why the but? I don't know. I feel bad for Marilyn Monroe.
Right.
Like, because I watched a documentary, so they should put like something in the movie because I think people are thinking that all of this is real. What happened? And I know this is like they should put this is a work of fiction with some resemblance of truthness.
So is it like heightened?
I think it's heightened, and I think they added things that kind of, I don't know, if she was alive, imagine what she would say about it. Kind of be. I know she did date that baseball player, and he did get abusive. That's why they broke up. I mean, but that's maybe the documentary is not real either. I don't know anymore. But it's
yeah.
I stopped watching it. It was like especially after she had the schmishmortion. I felt bad for her, and I was like, damn, this depressioso. And then she's like obsessed with trying to find her dad.
Oh, right. I knew that part because I told you last week I watched like 15 minutes of it.
That's it?
And yeah, and I remember when we recorded the podcast, I was like, I was debating on talking about it, but I only watched 15 minutes of it, and I was already uncomfortable. I already didn't enjoy, you know, I guess the darker elements of the story. Obviously, there's going to be darker moments, but I don't know. There was something about it that just felt like we're muddying the line of being artistic, right? Because you could the way it's shot, it's very artistic. It's
Yeah, super
very
artistic.
yeah, and then it's also like we're telling a serious story, and it just like, are we telling a true on story, or are we trying to not just I don't want to say glamorize, but the way that it is shot pretty. Like it's like the cinematography and everything is just like how you want to tell this story. Like, are we telling the nitty gritty? Like, we need to like I don't know it. I don't know. I think that's why people say it's got this fetishness about it, and this kind of
Yeah.
yeah. And I already knew I didn't want to check it out, but watching the first 15 minutes, I was like, I couldn't care less if I don't want to finish this movie. As much as Anna is talented and all that stuff, she's great in No Time to Die and all that. I just I don't know. This is a tough subject matter to swallow, right?
Yep.
And she's iconic, and it's like I don't know. In a way, I hear people saying it's like you said earlier, like what would she say about it if she were alive today? Like, is it? I didn't get far enough. So is it like tarnishing her story? Is it like not like you said it was heightened and all that? But
I
I,
don't know. Like
no.
this, her having like she's like in a throuple relationship with Charlie Chaplin's son, and it's like I don't know. And then she's like, I can't. The words I'm not gonna say because they're like trigger warning. She gets like R worded
Mm,
essentially by like a movie producer because like she's like trying out for this part,
hmm
and then she like does her reading, and then he basically just you know
So it's like a
doesn't
de.
care that she's doing the reading.
Yeah, it's a dehumanizing.
Dehumanization of,
Yeah,
I
which
guess
is
that's how
what.
she was treated back then
Yeah,
too, but
and it's obviously Hollywood has been kind of in this in this area here of like people coming out and speaking out about how the executives treat people, especially women. So it's I mean I could see why they like included it, like to be like it's still happening to this day. It happened to her back in the day. It's
yeah.
still happening. I could see I don't know the purpose, I guess, but like at the
It
same
is
time,
a hard movie to watch.
yeah, yeah.
Not unlike Dahmer.
Yeah, I was gonna make that point earlier. Like, this is somebody who but you did fast forward. So
I fast forward a lot of Dahmer though,
Let's say
too.
Dahmer's 20 hours long, and you watch maybe 15 hours of it. I don't know.
Give
I
or
don't even
take.
know how long it is,
I might have only watched 30 minutes, to be
dude.
honest, because
So that TikTok was like spot on, huh? Like,
just eating. Yeah. Oh,
wow.
yeah,
So
yeah.
you obviously you got further than I did. You don't recommend Blonde. Are you gonna finish it? Maybe that's a better
I'm
question.
gonna try and finish it, but this is one of those movies that I have to watch by myself because I don't think Nathan would like it.
hmm
It's not a good vibe, and
It's
what
not a
else?
feel good type of thing.
Yeah, yep. Yeah,
Do you
it's
feel
almost like
icky after it? I'm trying to remember. There's movies like that. Like I call them one and dones. Like that. It just I watched them. It made me feel icky after, and I just like I'm not gonna watch it again, regardless of
What
I was,
made you feel icky? Did Black Swan make you feel icky?
oh yeah, Black Swan made me feel icky.
Oh, maybe Girl Interrupted.
I never seen that one. But you know what?
Ooh,
What kind of
maybe
made
you
me
should
feel
watch it.
icky is Gone Girl kind of made me feel icky. Like once we figure out her side of the story, I was like, I
Mhm.
am uncomfortable.
But he did cheat on her, so
True, but I'm still saying
spoiler alert. Just
when
kidding.
you get to that part at NPH's place, Neil Patrick Harris, if you don't know,
Yeah,
it's very uncomfortable. It gets like what? Oh god, you know.
that's pretty far
Uh,
into the movie.
I know. So the rest of it is great.
Oh, there's a movie with Leonardo DiCaprio that made me feel uncomfy. Him and Kate Winslet did a movie together
I think you brought that up before.
when they're a married couple.
I just can't remember what it's called. Um, the name is
Which reminds me, Christian Bell had an interview where he was talking about no matter what movie you see the other actors in it, they only got that part because Leo DiCaprio rejected the script.
see.
Why does Leo get first dibs? Who's he sleeping with? Okay, DiCaprio
Yeah,
is a great actor,
he is.
but so is like Daniel Day Lewis,
But I think it's partially
Denzel.
aside from his talent,
Hmm.
he is kind of the, you know, he's the what is he, blue eyed? I can't remember if he's blue eyed,
He's got some
blonde.
blue greeny eyes.
Yeah, he's what's the word I'm looking for? He's exactly what Hollywood would love to stick on every film. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
He
guess. Like if he's on there, people are gonna see it.
and he's great. He I love there was a time span where he was just choosing great project after great project. He couldn't do anything wrong. And he still does. You know, he's just taking a little bit longer in between projects. But yeah, I saw that interview too, or heard that interview, or list, or read. I don't know, whatever, one of those things. But I remember Christian Bell because back in the
Revolutionary
day,
Road, I found it.
oh,
Sorry.
Revolutionary War. Back in the day, I remember them saying that Christian and Leo were very like competitive. Like a lot of the roles that Christian was up for, Leo was up for, and I remember specifically American Psycho because I was like watching behind the scenes and they were talking about how Leo was who they wanted to go with and all that stuff. And
Yeah.
but luckily it
Only
went
the
smooth.
director wanted Christian Bale, so he got no money for it.
Yeah, but look at him now,
Genius.
genius. Yeah,
Genius.
that I mean, it's interesting though. Like who else is who? I wonder who else. I wonder now it's probably Timothy Chalamet. It's probably him.
Man, fuck Timothy Chalamet, okay?
Dune Part Two, baby.
Number two. Like, okay, is he a good actor or is he just cute?
Well,
There's the dilemma.
the thing could be said about Leo when he was coming up in the 90s.
Hush, hush.
Titanic,
Cause,
Romeo and
cause
Juliet.
now he's chunky and he's still a good actor. Cause what would happen if Timothy Chalamet got chunky? Do you think he still get offered roles?
I think so. I mean, if he does it for a role, if he does what who was it? Mickey
No,
Rourke or
like
whatever.
he just naturally just like what happens? Your metabolism slows down, things
Yeah,
happen to you. Do you think he still be offered roles? Because I've watched a movie with him and Steve Carell where he's a heroin addict,
beautiful boy, right?
beautiful boy,
Hmm.
good movie, but anyone could have been that kid.
I see what you mean. See, and that gets the tricky waters. Is sometimes there are certain roles that could. I mean, I think, but at that point in time, I don't think Timothy was big. Like he's not. He wasn't where he was or where he is
Mhm.
now when he took that role. But like I'm saying, like at that time, that was kind of like perfect because he was like relatively unknown. He just did a big movie. I think he did Call Me by Your Name or something.
Yeah.
So it was a good follow. Like for him to build his star, that made sense.
I wonder if he got nervous working with Army Hammer.
Well, I don't think he knew at the time. I mean,
But what if he was like, Army had like jokes like,
well, did you know
what if I
like
just ate some of your skin?
Did you know? Did you hear that the director of that film is the one that's directing that new cannibal movie with Timothy? That Bones and All one, that trailer you sent me. That's the same director.
Oh,
But apparently, there's no. It's a
no
coincidence.
link. It's a
Yeah,
coincidence.
but it's like,
What a
hmm,
weird coincidence.
yeah,
Interesting.
very interesting.
Very interesting. Wow. Wonder why he's not. I don't know. I don't know.
Should we get into movies that we watched that you don't have to see?
Yo. Do you want
Let's
to
do
go
it.
next or you want me to go?
I'll tell you mine. Mine's quick.
Go ahead.
All right, I watched it so you guys didn't have to watch it. It's on Netflix. It was like number one for a while. It's okay. I saw Last Seen Alive with Gerald Butler. What's his name? Gerald.
Don't do that. You know his name.
What's his name? What's his face?
Who's this guy anyway? You know.
I can't. But I can't. I sometimes I confuse with if it's Gerald or Jared.
How could you?
I don't know why.
Do
Sometimes
it in a Scottish accent.
it's
Gerard.
Gerard.
Jared.
Jared Butler, who's known
Gerard.
for 300. He's known for Olympus Has Fallen and Law Abiding Citizen. He's a cool actor. I love him.
Gamer.
I love him in Den of Thieves. That was a really cool. This one was like, I don't know. It's a typical action movie.
What is it?
It's he goes to they go to a gas station. Him and his estranged wife, and she goes missing.
Of course.
Of course, but he's a construction, like he's in construction. He's not an action hero, but all of a sudden he takes the law in his hands to go and try to find her. And
He's
of course,
good at those kind of roles, though.
yeah.
Get your revenge, babe. Get your revenge.
And so like he was great, but there was like some actors. I was telling Lisette, I said there's some actors that are either they're supposed to be playing sketchy characters or they're bad actors. Like I couldn't tell. There were certain like cases where like are they supposed to pretend to be that sketchy or they just didn't know how to
suck at acting.
Yeah, I couldn't tell in some cases. Like, ooh.
That's probably what people say about us if we're in a movie.
Oh, we're gonna be in a movie, guys.
Is this a bad actor or what?
We're gonna be in movies, and I don't care. I want them to be like
looking dead on the camera, like
I mean, looking right in the camera, and
they like pan over, and I'm just like,
I want them specifically to be like Mark Denny and Brittany Denny from the movie reference fame. The
awkward extras.
The awkward extras. They were awful. Anyways, the movie's okay. It's what are you gonna do? There's an explosion in this movie that is totally fake, so they didn't have the budget for it.
Hey,
yeah.
Next week, I want you to see something that I wouldn't expect you to watch.
What do you mean? Like, are you challenging me to watch something, or you have an idea?
I'm challenging you to watch something I wouldn't expect you to watch. Some sort of drama, an uncomfy one.
No.
Not too much in the blonde spectrum, but in a direction nobody would expect you to review. Because every time you come on here, we're getting action. We're getting Marvel. You're
not gonna want to hear my thoughts later, then. But like, I watch all kinds of movies, though. It just happens to be like on a weekly basis.
I'm gonna pick a film for you, and you'll watch it.
I watch, but whatever, man.
Go fuck yourself. I've been watching. I'm trying to watch all these damn genres. Okay.
You're talking to a guy who loves Chef, who loves The Way Way Back. Like I have my movies.
That's a long time ago.
I love Love Actually. What else?
Too far back. I need a recent.
You want new?
I want new.
They haven't put out anything, dude. It's been slim freaking pickings.
I'll find you something to watch.
It's probably gonna be awful.
But you have to try. If you don't try,
whatever.
No. Okay.
What?
You ready for my review? Did
Oh,
that?
well, yeah. If you like action
Oh,
movies,
oh, oh!
you
If you
could
like an
check.
action movie,
If
give
you
it a
like it,
rating.
hold on. If you like action movies, you might enjoy it. It's on Netflix. If
Sorry.
you're someone who nitpicks stuff, it's obviously super far fetched, and this guy obviously would. There's no way he would go to prison at the end, but he's let off the hook. I'm just giving you the hints. I'm just telling you the deets now, okay?
Well,
But check it out if you are into kind of throwaway action movies. Go ahead, Britt. Tell us what
sorry,
movie
man.
did you watch?
I didn't mean to step on your toes like that. All right.
Yeah,
You
you didn't even
upset?
let me finish the review.
Because you said it's a stereotypical action movie.
It is. So
Who
so
said it?
you don't even give Nathan the chance to watch these movies. So you don't even give me the chance to review these movies.
Already know. If you're listening and you don't know, you fucking stupid dog. I'm just kidding.
Oh my god, tell us about your movie.
All right, we'll do.
Mm.
I watched a film. It was on the psychological drama thriller
Of
side
course it
called
was.
The
Watch
Lucky
something new, Brett.
Star.
Watch something new.
This is new. This is new. Oh God, I dropped my mic.
Okay,
You get me
okay.
upset. You get me fired up.
Sorry.
Sylvie Lacunas, she came back. It's
That's
been a
right.
few years, but
Hmm.
she's back. So wait, how I tell it without spoiling a lot. Will say one thing before I begin. A lot of trigger things in this show.
It's a show?
So, a movie.
Oh,
So,
what is it called?
Luckiest Girl Alive.
Mm.
So if you can't, if you can't watch sexual violence,
Ugh. No,
and
I'm
if you
out.
don't like it repeated multiple times in conversation and gun violence and I think that's about it. If you don't like those factors,
Hmm.
don't watch the movie.
Fair.
Okay. This girl, she's living she's her in her adult life, she's kind of changed her way of living since college. Like she
Okay.
used to be quote unquote chunky girl, and now
Mila, we
she's
all know she hasn't
yeah,
been.
she was never chunky. We've
Come on.
seen. My God. But now she's like a really thin woman that's successful. Like her whole life is, she says, is like a checklist. She is about to get married to a really wealthy dude from a good family. She
Mm-hmm.
has a lot of good things going for her, but she keeps having trauma brought up to her. So apparently there was like a shooting at her school, and there's this guy that keeps trying to do a documentary about it because he wrote a book about how he survived and he's like paralyzed.
Mm-hmm.
But that guy was insinuating or accusing Mila for being a part of the shooting, like she was in cahoots with the person who did the shooting, blah blah blah. But it all turns like she keeps having trauma turn up, which is like, I'm like, I don't know how this girl is handling her life. She needs to talk to someone about these things, because she's like in a relationship, but it's like unhealthy because she has all this stuff underneath the surface. But you find out why
Mm-hmm.
she has this trauma and why she tried so hard to change her life. Intense movie. I gave it a 4 out of 5. It was really good. I'm
Wait a
surprised
minute.
Nathan liked it. What?
I thought this was gonna go the other way because what you
What?
posted the other day in your stories.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you said you put in there. I watched this so you don't have to. So I was like, oh, it must be bad.
Oh, I thought that was gonna be my new quote. I watch it so you don't have to. Okay, but I know a lot of people will not like this movie.
Of course.
So, because I have a je ne sais quoi. I like psychological thrillers.
Mm-hmm.
So it is kind of slow. It does have some unsettling things in it. And some people might leave upset. Some people might like the purpose of the film.
Okay.
It looked like Mila did a lot of hard work, She did some good acting in that movie. It's like Black Swan all over again.
Well, good for her. She's
Yeah,
been.
that's
I don't remember the last movie she was in.
I'm saying there were some scenes with her fiance that I'm like, damn. I know she's got trauma, but she's being mean, being a little meanie pants. Okay, chill. But
Chill.
it's sad. It is what it is.
Okay, wow.
But Mila Kunis, gorgeous as ever. There was that guy from is he from American Horror Story?
Yes.
Or he was he's in that movie.
Yeah. He was also in
And
The Big Short.
The Big Short. That's where I'm remembering it. Those are like the only famous people in the movie. Everyone else is like a throwaway actor.
Perfect for us.
Me in the background.
Looking right at the camera. See me. Okay, wow. I did not wow, I didn't expect you to like it as much as you did.
Love Mila Kunis. I really like the movie. I wouldn't watch it again, but I really like the movie.
Wow.
If you like psychological thriller / drama, you like it.
So with all this between Blonde and this movie, and us fantasizing about being actors, and for realness, guys, if someone walked up, if Christian Bale said, "Hey, we want you to be an extra in this movie," 100%.
I think I could be an actress. I got the thin lips. I'm just like Christian
Bale. I could be an actor. I'm like Chris Pratt. Okay, so what is stuff like? I mean, obviously there's certain things that you're frozen, but that's okay. Oh, there you are.
What?
You were frozen like this. Yeah. What are some things that you like? Would you be down to do anything, or you're gonna be like, hard no, I won't do this type of scene? You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't do a fully nude scene. Like, I would be like, hard pass.
I would be doing whatever they ask me to do because that's my job. Okay. As an actress, they go eat the salmon. I hate salmon. I'll eat it. I'll do it. I'll pretend I love that shit. Okay. You want me to do full frontal? I mean, embarrassing, but I'll do it.
You better
ask me to go left, I'll go left. I go right. You tell me go right. You
better not trick me and like say, "Hey, come see my movie," and then forget to tell me that there's a 15-minute sequence of you fully nude. Like, what the fuck? Like,
what the F, bro?
That's just like what's her name? Dakota Johnson. She saw 50 Shades with her family. I'm like,
that's awkward.
That's not a movie I would bring my family to go see.
I would not tell any of you any movies that I'm in. How's that sound?
So cool. So you're down for whatever. I would say no to so many things.
And this is why you cannot be in independent films.
Well, okay, that's fair. But I could be in a Marvel movie.
I guess so.
Maybe a Christopher Nolan film.
Oh, if Christopher Nolan's like, you gotta go full nude, my pal. We're changing the scene, and Christopher Nolan.
I said, at this point in time, they have what they call body doubles and CGI. Put my face on somebody else.
Costs too much money. Shave your ass and put yourself on screen, pal.
I don't know. Christopher Nolan might be the only director to convince me. I don't know.
Why you be so expensive?
Dude, I'm just saying that's some things I would say no to, and it probably would be bad. Like, I don't even want to have romantic leads. Like, I would want to be in a movie where I don't have to worry about that stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I don't want to worry about kissing anybody. I don't.
What are you gonna be then? What movie? Were you just gonna be a?
Do you see how many
voice actor? I'll be a voice actor.
I would love to be a voice actor. That's why I'm doing this podcast, so they can listen to my voice and be like, "Wow, that's a good voice."
That's one hell of a voice. Hey, should I tell you about the drama that Nathan and I have?
What's your drama?
I brought some drama.
Okay.
Funny stuff. So
funny stuff.
Last night we were talking about this has to do with the name that's on the screen, Brittany Evans.
Oh yeah, I forgot to bring that up. Brittany Evans.
We were going to bed and I said, babe, I'll do it. I'll take one for the team. we both don't want to work anymore. We don't want to live this life.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll take the bullet. I'll
Mm-hmm.
take a short trip to Boston
Mm-hmm.
and make
Okay.
Chris Evans fall in love with me. And then, I'll marry him and then we could both be set, He goes, "What the hell?" And he's like, "I'll marry him." I said, "No, no, no. Don't worry so much. I'll take it for the
You got
team.
this. Yeah, yeah.
I got it." And then that was right when our group chat went off. And but only my phone, like the light went off because the lights are off when we're talking about this.
Yeah.
And then he goes, "What? Who is that?" I was like, "Probably Chris Evans." I went to go check my phone. And then it was just our stupid group chat. And then his phone went off. And he's like, I wonder who that could be.
Whoa. So this is big.
This is big
This
news.
is drama here. See, this
And
is so funny because you've always been like this.
what do you mean?
Even I remember when you and I were working out a lot together, and you were just like, man, I just want a sugar daddy. I want to marry Ryan Reynolds so I could be set for life. This is, of course, when he was single, guys. So I could be set for life and all this. Like, you always were like picturing some type of person that
I
has
had
money.
such a
Better yet.
good life in my mind. Okay. There was nothing I couldn't do in my head. Okay.
And now the dream still follows. This time it's Chris Evans. So what's it going to be
Yeah.
in 10 years?
Listen, don't judge me on what I say. Okay. Chris Evans will forever be, if
He will forever be America's ass.
Nathan listening to the door. He's taking his wedding ring off.
No, right now he's pinning up a Chris Evans picture on his wall. Oh.
That's
Did he come in? Uh-oh. We're on camera.
It's awkward. Just drop trout, bro.
Excuse Nathan, he's taking this shit.
Yeah, awkward.
And we haven't hit 10,000 subscribers. Nathan, you better be careful.
He only showed the lower half.
Okay, it's okay.
You didn't see his face.
Woosah.
Oosa.
Okay, one more thing
I
to
think
get
he
through.
heard us talking about Chris Evans, so we have to stop.
One more thing before we go.
Okay.
I gotta talk to you about Werewolf by Night. It is a new Halloween special on Disney Plus. There he goes. There he is. Whoa! Someone hit squats today. So
10,000 subscribers, babe. Wait.
Okay, so this is like a 50-minute special. It's like an ode to classic horror films and tropes and things like that. And it's directed by Michael Giacchino, who does score music. This is his directorial debut.
Oh, debut.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes. And he freaking killed it, man. This thing is so awesome. I watched it twice already.
That good?
It's been a while since I've seen something that I actually wanted to watch back to back, right? I think Top Gun was the last one that I wanted to watch back to back. So this is awesome. It's cool. It's the way it's set up is that these hunters have to gather at this house because Ulysses Bloodstone passed away or whatever, so they have to challenge to try to get this special gem. I forget what the gem is called. It's probably called Bloodstone. And so they have to hunt down this beast that's in this kind of like a maze. But it's all shot in black and white. It looks incredible. When the action, well, first you're intrigued, but when the action kicks in, it's so cool. There's a scene in particular. I don't want to give away, but there's a scene in particular that is such an ode to the Batman. Like Michael Giacchino worked on the music for the Batman. If no one knows, there's a scene in the hallway with the Batman. Remember the hallway sequence, and you can only see him when he gets shot at.
Oh, that was a great scene. Great scene.
There's a scene in this that is totally, I think it is. I don't know. It's totally paying homage to that sequence with Just throw
Homage.
it. Yeah, homage. It looks so cool. Giacchino killed it. Dude, it's been a while since I've been inspired to want to make something, to make a film, to do anything like that. And I was like, after I watched it, I was like, I have to make something. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna have to make silent films or whatever because I don't know how to write dialogue. But man, Brittany, you got to check it out. And you think you'd be like, it's just a long short film. It's black and white. No, it was so interesting. The
It's on the Flicks.
violence.
Netflix.
It's on Disney Plus, and it's a
Oh.
Marvel Studios production. But like they got away with blood. They got away with violence. There's a couple gruesome scenes that happen, and you're like, holy shit! You don't expect it in a Marvel movie or
Yeah.
And I was just blown away, man. I was listening to the score. Michael Giacchino also did the score, and it's just like, damn, man. Kevin Feige, he just asked. He just asked Michael, "Hey, do you want to film?" I just read. I think I read it
Hey,
somewhere.
that Kevin Feige is really good. We watched She-Hulk. We already got
Mm.
to the latest episode,
Oh yeah,
so
man. That was a
we'll
good
just
episode.
I'll discuss She-Hulk on the next podcast.
Yeah, with the season finale, we'll talk about the
Yeah,
whole season. That's smart. Look at
but
you.
definitely watch.
Yeah, so I definitely highly recommend Werewolf by Night. I texted my friend David about it, and I was waiting to tell you on the podcast. I really enjoyed it, and I think you guys will like it too. You guys will dig it. It's something that I would throw if I was at home. Well, I will be home on Halloween. It's something I would throw on Halloween. Like it's
Spooky.
great, man. I was so I just love it. It's amazing. I don't care if it's connected. I don't care about anything. The guy that got to play Jack Gael Burnell,
Uh-huh.
fantastic. He's amazing. I want to see him in another. I hope they get to make another one next year. Like that's how
And
good it
another
was.
one. And another
And
one.
another one. And then speaking of in another one, just because he references it in his videos, Bernie got me hooked to Will Tennyson, amazing YouTuber. I guess he's a
Oh,
bodybuilder, but he's amazing.
amazing through and through. Will Tennyson, he's Canadian,
Yeah.
bodybuilder,
Yep.
YouTuber,
YouTuber. He
YouTuber.
does all these
Definitely worth
crazy
watching.
challenges. I'm
Yeah.
surprised his stomach is intact, but yeah, check him out. Why
Check
not?
him out.
Also, check us out. That'd be cool.
If you find yourself on that a deep dive,
Yeah. Hit that subscribe button. That'd be cool.
maybe thumbs
Britt,
up
Britt,
whenever I insult the audience.
Mm,
Thumbs up.
thumbs up.
Or you
Comment.
can comment about how rude I'm being.
Maybe.
What am I supposed to do? What do you
Or
say?
how cool
What?
you are.
There's a thought.
See, there you go. Positivity.
Yeah. Decided to start off my next week positive.
There you go.
Only good vibes, only good energy, no negative thoughts.
Amen.
I want to at least get a whole week.
Yep.
If I don't get there, at least 2 to 3 days.
Hey,
give me somewhere in between.
you're gonna make it the whole week. And on that note, take us
How
out.
did you do it like this?
Yeah, like that. Take us out.
This has been the movie reference,
Yep.
episode 56, with your host Brittany Evans and Mark Denny.
Boom, boom.
This is our second season. I don't know how we decided the seasons, but the first season was on Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, and now we are still on those platforms, but we're also on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe. Well, Jesus. Like,
Sorry.
comment, subscribe.
Did you say? Did you just say prescribe?
I said. Sorry, I'm in the medical field. That's the word that came to my head. Subscribe.
No, prescribe. We're
Prescribe it to your
drug.
friends. Prescribe it to your friends. Share, you
Mhm.
know, if you're not embarrassed to.
Yep.
What else? Yeah.
Thanks for making
Um,
it to the end of the show.
thanks for making it. If you got it to the end, this end credit here, Chris Evans, I'm still.
I would love for you, Nathan, and Lizzo to be in the same room.
Oh, Lizzo try to take my man. That girl, unbelievable. Or Nathan's man.
Yeah.
Whoever he chooses. Right now, it's a battle royale. So, Chris Evans, you get your choice of the man that's not on screen because we're not at 10,000 followers yet,
Mhm.
or me. Babe.
But just know, either way, he gets one of you as an extra bonus. So
Snaps.
I think that'll do.
That will do.